Okay, so are you watching me? My hair looks great. I'm waiting to have a couple of people join me, hopefully. There I am. Okay, so you're watching. I'm waiting to see if you are joining. I can add you to the video.
There's two of us watching.
Wants to join you. Okay. Well, I would love for Lisa. Okay, approve and send request. Well, I would love for Lisa. Okay, approve. Okay, there's Lisa.
Hi.
Okay.
Okay.
And then you somehow will have to join us, Dawn. How did you do that, Lisa?
Down in the bottom left corner, there's a little icon.
Okay.
It's okay.
Don't worry about it. We'll
I
just
will
do with
just
this.
stick my head in every so
Yeah.
often.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So we should introduce ourselves. Maybe you already did.
No.
Okay. We have a lot of new followers, so I just want to make sure that everybody knows who we are. I'm Lisa. I'm from the east side of River to River.
And I'm Amy.
And I'm Dawn.
And we're from the west side of River to River, the west side of Iowa.
And we are the co-founders of River to River Paranormal. And the reason we came on tonight is we left kind of a cliffhanger at McInteer on Thursday night.
No, Saturday.
Saturday night. We left a cliffhanger when we were going live, so we thought that it was important to kind of clear up what happened and then also talk about some things. So that's what we're here to do.
Do you want to, I guess to start, as we know, as everybody may or may not know, we had an investigation this last week. We started at Sleeper Mortuary, and it was a wonderful investigation there for 2 nights. And then from Iola, Kansas, we drove up to Atchison, where we we did investigate it at McInteer Villa. The backdrop on McInteer Villa is last year we were supposed to have our second investigation there. We did the first one in 2021, and you can see some of that stuff on our page. But last year we booked right away the year before. And so when we got to we stayed at Sally House the first night.
Yeah.
And then we went out to eat for lunch between going from Sally House to McInteer. And we ate at Jerry's again. So big props to Jerry's again. And they were very sweet to us and allowed us to kind of check out their building when they found out what we were doing. So we were a little late to our check-in at McInteer. When we got there, there was a group checking in already ahead of us. And so we found out that it had been double booked. And Stephanie worked very diligently with us to immediately return our money. And actually, she gave us extra money for a hotel that night. And worked then immediately that year to book us on a 2-night, 2-for-1, basically in charges for 1 night, but let us book 2 nights this year. And so we had that booked for Friday and Saturday nights. Stephanie sold McInteer to U.S. Ghost Adventures, and they wanted to do right by Stephanie by allowing the previously booked groups to still investigate.
They honored what she had.
Thank you. Right.
I mean, they honored that. Usually when you sell a business, if there's pre-orders or you honor, that's part of your agreement when you purchase, is that you are agreeing to honor any business
Previous.
that's been already done in the company's name.
And so they agreed to let us come those same 2 days for the $400. It was arduous to get a response from them. I'm just going to put it out there. It was rough getting them to respond to us. And really, I mean, they responded a couple times, and I hadn't heard from them. I'm the one who took care of everything. Hadn't heard whether they were, what time we had to check in,
How to pay, where to
well,
pay.
no, that had already been established, but it was like 2 weeks before they sent me an email that I could pay by.
Okay.
But even a week before, I hadn't heard, what were the terms, what was going to happen, were we going to be able to stay with the full house, the full 2 days, uninterrupted. I mean, and so I finally got a person on the phone that indicated they were honoring everything that Stephanie had booked with us. Yes, we could start at 4 o'clock. We would be able to stay. Nobody would interrupt us with any tours. We'd be able to stay the whole Saturday morning. Also,
We
there
didn't
would
have
be
to
no,
leave during the day.
we didn't
Right.
have to leave during the day. We could stay the whole time, and we'd be able to check out then at 10 o'clock on Sunday. So the 2 full days for the $400.
And
And
you had an email confirmation that had all of this in writing.
right, that
So,
part.
yes.
Then the person I talked to said that yes, I asked about the beds specifically. Would we be able to, because Stephanie had allowed people to sleep on the beds with their sleeping bags or blankets or however you wish to do that. And they indicated yes, that would still be the same. They said everything would be the same. They didn't indicate that anything would be different. And so we show up on Friday night at the thing I got back from them said 5 o'clock. They had mixed messages with that too. And so then other things I saw said 4 o'clock. So we ended up showing up at 5 because I felt that was the right time. We did have somebody waiting there for us to check us in. And as we walked through the house, because they had already sent us the code, he indicated, I said something about the beds, and he indicated the beds were rickety.
The beds, he basically said, no, we asked about if it, that it was still okay that we slept on the beds like we'd done last time with, not in the bed, but on the bed with our own bedding. And he said, oh no, you can't sleep on the beds. They're old and rickety.
And then as he's walking us through, there were rooms we couldn't go into because it was for staff or
Staff only
rooms.
And they had a gift shop, and they obviously didn't want us in their gift shop. And
the kitchen was not up for use as it was with Stephanie. They said there'd be an upstairs. She had a nice little
kind of
Color break room kitchen.
break room upstairs that had
Yep. A
had
table, chairs for everybody, full fridge, counter space, all of that.
Yeah,
Microwave,
microwave.
Yep.
I think a
Supplies.
coffee maker, things
Yep.
like that. Upstairs, we went up to that break room once everybody got there, and it was full of ceiling tiles, boxes of ceiling tiles. It had dust all over it. It was no table.
It was
Unusable. It was very unusable.
Let's talk about the beds quick too. When we saw the beds, they looked to be brand spanking new with a piece of like plastic that put over it, like saran wrap almost. Fancy
bedding
plastic,
yeah.
saving the brand new bedding and brand new beds. So rickety was not in my vocabulary
No.
looking at any of these brand new beds. Let's just put that
Solid
out there
as
as
a
a
rock.
visual. Okay.
And so McInteer, if you haven't been there, is I'm going to say 3 floors because the attic I'm going to consider a 3rd floor. Full basement, 1st floor, 2nd floor, and then the attic. And so, the way they had it set up with the places that we could not go, the kitchen and the gift shop and stuff, we had to go up to the 2nd floor, clear across the 2nd floor, and down, that's how we could get down to and from the basement, but you couldn't get to the first floor from that area, so you'd have to go back up to the second floor, go back down the stairs to the first floor, and it was just
Difficult
Yeah.
difficult
at best.
at best. Yes. um and
Let's
then go ahead, Lisa.
let's cut to the reason that we had to cut our live,
Yeah.
since this is going kind of long. Let's just cut to what happened and
Okay.
why we are airing out our grievances for all
Okay.
to hear.
You go.
Well, the reason that we had to stop our investigation is when I went upstairs during an investigation, we had thought if I went up to each of the rooms, that the spirits that we were talking to would indicate which room they might have lived in. I thought that was just something that we could try. So I went up right away to the second floor to the very first bedroom and found it odd that the door was mostly closed, which I did not remember us leaving it that way. We had been gone for about, what, 6 hours during the day. We went on a couple tours, we went to dinner, and we came back not thinking anything. And I go into this first bedroom and there's a black backpack in one of the chairs. And I look over at the bed and it looks like someone has been sitting on it. One of our teammates, Jackie, also noticed that our bathroom door was closed, the light was on, and when she went in, the toilet seat was up. We don't have any men in our group. So for that to have happened, our antenna was up, but we thought, well, maybe one of the McInteer workers was there. So we thought it odd, but we didn't think anything of it until we found this backpack and figured out it was none of ours. That's when we started to get concerned that something else was going on. So Amy decided to scrounge around to try and find a number for the owners of this place, which is not posted. It should be posted for anybody who is staying at a public place like this. Any other investigation that we've gone on, there are many numbers for you to get a hold of people if there's an emergency. This was not an emergency, so to speak, but we were frazzled and needed to get a hold of these people immediately. So finally, Amy found a number to call. And Amy, you can tell what happened.
Well, I got somebody on the phone and I told her what was happening, that we found a backpack. We thought, and she's like, asked who we were. And I told her my name and it was booked under my name. And she's like, "You're booked tonight?" And I said, "Yeah, I've got a receipt. I've got an email that says that, the days. And I talked to somebody a week before that confirmed this." And she's like, "No, there's somebody booked in the McInteer room." And I'm like, "No, well, I think you're right with that, but we have the whole house for 2 days." She's like, "I have no indication of that." And I think who I was talking to was like a nationwide number, like their main dispatch. And she's like, "I need to talk to somebody. So is this number?" She had my cell phone number and she said, "I will get back to you." And I'm like, "Okay." Um,
She had to call the manager
of
of the villa.
the villa. And pretty soon I got a call back from a woman who said they were talking to the other couple who were indeed booked at the same time we were. And she's apologized, and she said, "Well, we will refund half of your money." But made me feel that if we
That was it.
stayed, they were staying
Everybody
with
was
us.
staying.
Everybody was staying. She didn't say they were not coming back. She didn't say we understand. We offered them their money back and then found them a hotel or whatever. She just made it sound like everybody would be there. So,
So the problem is, we had left with the assumption that the McInteer was safe and secure. All of our equipment was out. Our personal belongings were everywhere because we had this place booked privately for the entire 2 days. So leaving on Sunday. So we left everything out, just like if you would leave it at home, that you're going away for the day and you'll be back. Everything was everywhere. And yet these people came in, went through all our stuff to go to the upstairs, must not have thought anything of it. And we came back to find that someone had been in there. Now, that was very unsettling to all of us.
And the other thing that was interesting is that is a code on the door that we used, and our code did not work. And so we had to get into the house, which we managed to do. But our code was blocked out because, and now it makes sense because they had overridden it with this other person's code.
Yeah, so not only did we find out that the house was not secured all the way like it should be, but that we couldn't even get in with the code that we were supposed to use.
Yeah.
So that left us feeling very unsettled as 5 women staying at this place, not knowing who these, oh, 6, who these other people were.
Yeah.
And quickly decided that we needed to bail. And it was 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
We live 4 or 5 hours away, but we knew that we could no longer stay in a place that was so chaotic, so disorganized, and had been bashing the former owner about the exact same things that they were doing.
Yeah.
Now, they took that post down. So if anybody on this sees our video and has screenshots of them bashing Stephanie for being double booking, and that would never happen to them,
No, because they have a much more fancy.
would you
booking
please
system.
share those screenshots with us, because they took that post down after they realized that they had done the same thing. And that's not the first time that they have posted and bashed the
Mhm.
former owner, who just did her very best. And we loved McInteer. We wanted to come back so badly, and she sold it because she needed to. And that's not her fault. That's not our business. What we're saying now to anyone who's listening, please do not support this company. They have taken over Villisca, which is in Iowa. They have taken over the Lizzie Borden house. They have taken over, they have taken over this McInteer Villa. And then I'm not sure what else, Amy,
They
if
have
you
a
want to.
house. They have a house in Gettysburg as
In
well.
Gettysburg too.
So what is happening is this company, this owner specifically, I'm going to name him Lance. He is a business person. What he wants is money, any way that he can get it. He is not thinking about preserving the spirits of the houses and the places, he says he is. You can read, he'll deny. He'll talk about the history and everything. But what he's done in the past is he's stealing the research from those that have done it. And he is making a bad name for these historical haunted places. And I feel very sorry for Villisca. I feel very sorry for McInteer. I feel very sorry for Lizzie Borden, because these places, these spirits, these histories deserve to be remembered and respected. And we found out the first night that we were there, the spirits in that house did not want a lot to do with us.
Mm-mm.
You could tell it was a different feeling from when we were there in 2021. And so Amy had a medium walk through the house with her the next day and found out that these spirits were upset, as are we now. We were giving it the benefit of the doubt because we wanted to go back to this place so badly. We'd had such a good experience before that we were going to give it one more go, knowing that this would be our last time there, not knowing that it would be cut short like this. But we had a feeling it might happen, but we're really, really aggravated that it did.
Yeah.
So the spirits are not happy. The town of Atchison, I'm sorry for you, because you are a lovely town. There are so many businesses and people that we've met that we want to support, and we will come back and support you. Jerry's again, Ravenhurst. We went to Back Road Atlas. We went to Gateway Treasures. We had pizza with Gambinos. Like, We went to the Amelia Earhart Museum birthplace. All of these places deserve business because they're taking care of their customers. This man and this company does not deserve anybody's business, whether he's trying to do the Amelia Earhart tours while people are in town that he just posted today. Don't do it. Don't give him your money. Don't give him your time. Atchison needs to realize that he is going to just destroy what's happening at this mansion. So I'm really sad for that, but we have to put our foot down and we had to say, this is not okay. And people need to know what is happening. He's going to spin it. He's going to make it sound like he's doing all of this preservation and he's cleaning up everything that the person left behind. We
was-
have receipts.
Yeah.
We
It was
have
filthy.
pictures that we
Yeah.
will share. He did not clean it up. He's made it worse. Whether they're doing restorations or not, when you have people that are coming into this place and buying it with the assumption that we can stay in the beds, that we can have toilet paper, which we did not have enough toilet paper, paper towels. We had to make coffee on the floor because the cord didn't reach. We did not have a shower curtain. We did not have a working shower. There were tiles missing. It was disgusting. So to pay the kind of money that he is asking you to pay for is absolutely ridiculous.
It is.
And I want everybody that's in the paranormal world to blast this out because they need to see that we are hardworking people that are just looking to investigate the spirits of the house and the histories of these places that we go to and do not deserve to be swindled like this.
No. And I can say we've done, this is our 70th place that we've investigated. And a lot of investigations we've done like around Iowa multiple times. And so we're not new to this. We've been to a lot of places. And this is by far the worst we've ever been treated. By far. I mean,
Yep.
hands
Not
down,
close.
not even a close. Most people are good people who own these kinds of businesses and are really trying to preserve and trying to, especially work with the spirits. And this just is just so disheartening.
Let's just take a second and compare the two places that we were.
Yes.
Sleeper Mortuary in Iola, Kansas.
Go, 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 go. It's great.
It's awesome.
Tori Westhoff has done a great job.
Amazing. She had everything you could ever need. Coffee, tea,
Snacks,
like 6 kinds of creamer for your coffee.
snacks.
Fully stocked with paper towels, toilet paper, whatever you might need in that kind of category.
3 working bathrooms with working showers.
Oh yeah. You know,
Yeah.
now you're going to have to
Now-
bring your own cot or mattress, but that's it. And your
Yeah.
equipment.
Yeah.
It was amazing there.
We understand that there are some places that are run down, and we know that going into it, and that's
yes,
part
yeah,
of the
100%.
experience. But this was not it. This is a well-preserved Victorian home that we should not have had to deal with any of these things. So we also had a long talk before we went about, do we even do this? Knowing the history of this business, we went back and forth and round. Do we even go? But we decided that we were owed this. We had already paid into it. We had missed it last year. And we were going to try it one more time, knowing that this was most likely going to be the end of seeing McInteer Villa ever again. So we gave them the benefit of the doubt, and they proved us right.
Yeah.
So we have to blast this out and just let people know. As much as you want to go to Villisca, as much as you would like to see these haunted historic places, while this company is in charge, please boycott this because A, it's not safe.
Yeah.
We don't know what might have happened if we would have been there and this other couple came in and
Yeah.
surprised us. Like, it's just not a safe practice.
No.
So we had to get our ducks in a row and get our thoughts together after this very quick, we left so quickly. but we knew that we needed to come on and tell everybody what was going on. So please share this because it's not something that we want to promote.
And we will get some pictures in so you can see the state of the house.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
you know that we're telling the truth. So.
Yep.
All right, folks. Thank you for watching. We appreciate it, and we ask that again.
We very much appreciate all of you who
Yes.
support our page,
Yep.
our Instagram page, and our YouTube page.
Penny was with us both
Yep.
investigations. Kim was with us both
Yep.
I saw Connie's name come up.
Yep.
We've had, Ed is came up, and he's a gentleman who has been and part of our group for many years.
Yep.
And so, these people we love, and we are so happy they are part of this River to River family. So thank you for
sticking with us.
We have gained 300 followers on Instagram since we started our little campaign. We're up to 600 followers, I believe, 599 when I last looked. So please keep sharing out and support us on Instagram as well. When we get to 1,000, we can go live on there as well. And we really like to do double lives through Facebook and Instagram. So keep sharing us out. Keep promoting what we do, because we only do positive and we only search for the truth. And this is not the truth.
No.
What they are doing is far from the truth.
No.
Sorry, Walter Cronkite.
Yeah.
All right. Everybody
All
have
right.
a great night.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. That worked fine.